Monday, Monday. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Blogging System, Day 9, Part 9. It's February 2nd today, and it's a Monday morning. Really bright Monday morning. I even got the blinds closed in here. But it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. Sorry to all you poor folks back in the East and the Midwest where it's snowing. Snow is a four-letter word to me. Don't like it. Notice today's hat. Can you read it? Las Vegas. Yep, I'll be in Las Vegas coming up here in a couple more weeks. I'm always excited to go and meet other people. I stopped by Toby's Bar and Grill. I love this bar, and here's some Red Solo Cup songs. But it's always fun getting together with people that do the same thing that you do. I mean, think about it. Most of your friends are pretty much interested in what you're doing, and you're interested in what they're doing. And that's why you're stuck where you're at, because you haven't gotten out of there. I apologize for the wiggling. If you just so much as touch something, that this laptop's kind of real sensitive. Anyway, notice my new shirt. No? Okay. Anyway, got a different hat on anyway. So, hey, guess what? Monday morning. Look, I put together a little video. You might want to watch it. I'll put it right underneath here. It's I posted it on Facebook, and it's because everybody's posting their pictures of the snow and the snow blowers and the clearing of the streets and their cars stuck and all these terrible stories. And I don't like cold. Do not like cold. Put me on the beach in Costa Rica or any tropical area, and I'm a happy camper. So Mondays are typically always, oh my God, it's Monday. Can't wait till Friday. And you know, my buddies, my friends, the people I associate with around the world, in the blogging world and the internet, days mean nothing except in dates, except that we're all going to get together on a certain date. So I love getting together with these groups, and I'm able to do it more and more now. And just a reminder that, yes, I'm disabled, and yes, I don't look like it, but I really still spend a lot of my time in bed because I have a bad neck. But that doesn't stop you from doing the things you want to do. And plan ahead. Thank goodness that I built up an online business that is able to provide for me after I got injured. So I didn't have to suffer and worry about where the money's coming from and just dread on things. So I can pretty much do whatever I want to do. Now, that's what I am trying to help you do. So this blogging series is going to provide you with a lot of information, a lot of ideas, and probably a different approach than what you see other people doing. Now, whether you agree with my approach or not, well, I'm trying to help those that are looking for specifics. Now, obviously, every day I'm going to be discussing a certain subject because the common thread here is that everybody says, well, what can I blog about? How will that help me? And why should I do it? So I've gone over several different scenarios, and I'll keep going over them. So, you know, we've covered doctors and stay-at-home moms, and we've covered gardeners, landscape artists. What else have we covered? We've covered, so you can go back through here. This is like day 9, part 9. And you can go back through here. Basically, the first one was starting a blog, something about comic books, a gardener, cafe owner, a waitress, stay-at-home mom, a doctor, and I'm going to cover different ones all the time. Now, here's the interesting part. Although I haven't been a stay-at-home mom, I have been a stay-at-home type of dad, but I've done a lot of things in my life basically out of curiosity. Not because of need, but because of curiosity. So a lot of these things I'm discussing, I have done. So yes, I've even been a model. I've been a dancer. I've been a photographer. I've been a pool cleaner. I've been a waiter. I've been a surf instructor. No, I have not been a hair salon stylist. Don't get haircuts if you haven't noticed already. Bob doesn't get haircuts. What else? I've worked in grocery stores, owned a restaurant. I've been a truck driver. There's so many of these things that I've done in my long, fruitful life of 63 years. And so I do have some basic knowledge of a lot of these things. So that being said, Mondays are dreaded by a lot of people. And other people were kind of excited to go to work. Well, it's just good. If you enjoy your job, then what are you here for? Look, building a blog and working on the internet is like in the early 1900s when there was a phone. You know, people were like, well, what do I use a phone for? To talk to customers? Well, why don't they just come to my store? Or, you know, whatever. Well, wouldn't it be nice to call the store first and ask them if they got this stuff so you didn't have to go all the way down there and then they didn't have it and then come all the way back home? But then again, that's how people socialized back then. They socialized by going into a store, even if they didn't have something. It wasn't, you know, long lines of checkouts and so forth. It was local businesses everywhere, which I would like to touch on just for a second. Yesterday was Super Bowl, and I did not watch it. Yes, I'm unpatriotic. I'm un-United Statesian. I didn't watch it. I would rather go to a local high school game or a local college game in my community. If I were to wear a football jersey or uniform to represent a team, I wouldn't be wearing something for the Patriots or the Seahawks that are thousands of miles from where I live. And I would be wearing a local shirt of a team that I support, like maybe the town I grew up in, Palm Springs, California, or the current city I live in of La Quinta. I would wear the high school colors to support my high school team, and I would go to the game and I would buy the most expensive ticket they have for the seating section for the VIP. And if they don't have a VIP section, I would be asking, why not? And then I would be ridiculing my friends that are wearing Patriot shirts and Seahawks shirts to support people that aren't even in their community, that will never spend a dime in their city, that will not help their economy, will not support their children and their growing young adults in their own community. The money goes off to billionaires and millionaires that have no interest in you. They charge a lot for the commercials charge a lot for their products. The football is kind of like a mafia type thing, the sports, because NFL and sports control the cable companies. One of the teams just locked in, the NFL just locked in a $4 billion deal with cable companies or something. And the point is your cable bill it's hard to get a set of channels without having all the ESPN channels and all the sports channels, because those are the most expensive channels on cable. And that's the reason why I don't have cable. I do not have a TV because I don't want to buy sports channels. I'm not interested in sports unless I'm playing them or I'm physically right there watching them in person locally. So I'm not interested in supporting all the economics of what I feel is a corrupt business practice in sports. I think it's just ridiculous that players make millions and millions of dollars for playing a sport, a simple game that, come on, seriously now. Give me a break. So anyway, that's my hit on Mondays. That's my hit on supporting your local community instead of supporting advertisers and sponsors and just dumb. I mean, here's the other deal too. You have a team in Seattle. How many of those players on that team are from Seattle? Seriously. Are any of the players on that team? I don't know. So I ask you, or the Patriots, how many of those guys are from that town? And when they quit playing, will they stay there and spend their money? No. And how many of them actually live there? Do they spend their money there, or do they have a home in Florida or Costa Rica? So let's jump on a subject today. What subjects shall we talk about today? Here's one. How about nurse? And I bring this up because when I was in Costa Rica, I had surgery, and I was fortunate enough to stay in a surgery recovery home, actually a mansion. It had 13 bedrooms and baths. It had kitchens. It had maid service, housekeepers, nurses, full-time nurses, chauffeurs. It had everything. You're up on the side of a mountain, and you're overlooking the whole valley of San Jose, Costa Rica. With beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises, and just unbelievable. I mean, something like that here would cost $1,000 a day, and there it was only $105 a day. Yeah, $105 a day. Includes all your meals, the nurse, and everything to help you change the bandages and check the stitches and all that kind of stuff. So I actually stayed there longer than I was supposed to. Technically, I was only going to be there for 3 or 4 days. I ended up staying 12 days. Are you kidding me? Just stay the rest of the month here, even though I had rented a house to stay in for the month because I was down there anyway. I spent the last 12 days at the recovery place because it was so cool. And the nurses, I began to think, what a huge opportunity. They speak English fluently. They've gone to college for 5 years to become a nurse. And I asked them, look, you love nursing. That's great. But I didn't say to them, like, why am I only seeing young nurses? How come I don't see any older nurses? So they don't probably last in their field very long for whatever reason, right? So here's my point. In Costa Rica, the medical profession is a huge business for tourism, okay? And a lot of these places, and it only took me a couple of seconds to get on the internet to find a local plastic surgery and dental places that would offer a finder's fee, like a commission. So if you recommend somebody, they give you like 7 to 10% of whatever the procedure was. So if somebody from the Canada or United States or Germany came in and they spent $10,000, you could earn $700 to $1,000 as a commission. Now that's pretty cool. So what's interesting about that is these nurses, after 5 years, they work full time and they were making $800 some odd a month. Now that's not bad. That's pretty good money for Costa Rica, okay? Because the money difference is huge, so they can afford to live and have everything they pretty much want and so forth. That's good money for $800 some odd a month, and it's like twice the average, or more, more than twice the average of the regular citizen that doesn't have an education or doesn't have a career job or a professional job. So the nurses are already doing well, but what if they were to get on a blog and communicate with people on the internet about the benefits of coming to Costa Rica and having your dental work where you can save tons of money? I think you've heard me mention it before. Here in La Quinta, California, it was going to cost $14,000 for me to have a new bridge put in and so forth that, after 28 years just kind of got old. And so $14,000 here, only $6,800 there for the same or better product and the same professional care. So huge difference in savings. And plastic surgery is huge. Even the guys sneak down there because they don't want anybody here in the United States to know about it. But basically they go there because it's super cheap compared to the United States. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Medical care is super, super good in Costa Rica. In fact, it's rated higher by the World Health Organization on a scale better than the United States. Go figure. Healthcare is the #1 issue. Education is #2 in Costa Rica. They got rid of their military back in 1949 and decided to put all their money into healthcare and education. Those were the two big ones. And now tourism is their biggest income producer. It used to be bananas and coffee beans, and now it's tourism. So as a nurse, what a humongous opportunity. And people are flocking more and more into Costa Rica for the medical benefits and the inexpensive medical care. So as a nurse, imagine her being able to be on the internet for 20 minutes a day or more, because they've got downtime, and talking on their blogs and communicating with people. And if they were to refer like one person a day or 2 people a day, and they come to Costa Rica and they could make $800 a day instead of $800 a month. Now, keep your nursing job because that's your fuel. That's where you get your clients from in your future and your recommendations and so forth. So learn to do that as a nurse in Costa Rica, for an example. And then besides that, promote all these other things that you can make commissions off of, like tours and travel guides and so forth, whatever. And then sell products for traveling, like again, the cashback program is huge. Let them know about that because you can start earning money on the cashback of what people spend. I mean, the opportunities are unlimited. Now, but Bob, what about if I'm a nurse in the United States? Well, duh, don't you have interesting things you can talk about? Can you talk about healthcare? Can you talk about, like we covered doctors yesterday, can you talk about health? Can you talk about the importance of exercise and diet and things like that, and how bad sitting is for you? I get up, I sit in front of a computer, but I get up like every hour and go for a walk. And I get out and I walk around the block. Well, in our community, I'm in a gated community, so I still walk around the blocks. And so getting up off your butt is super important. So if you were sitting down watching football all day yesterday, you should have got up during the commercials and exercised like every commercial. I know there's not a ton of them, and I know the commercials are exciting, but still your health is more important. And it's more important for you to get up and do some exercise instead of sitting there and eating junk food and garbage. Seriously, I know that sounds like a communistic ideal or something, or whatever, but because it's different. It's a paradigm shift for you. But your health and wealth is more important than watching a damn football game, period. So as a nurse, you have all these things that you can promote. The cashback program is huge. So you start blogging about health and fitness and so forth, and then you too, hello, could share in the potential in Costa Rica, because you could work up a deal with the places in Costa Rica also, and you could get the commission for a finder's fee. You just have to set it up. They speak English if you don't speak Spanish, and you could set up a deal with them and say, look, if I send people to you, can I get a commission? And they're going to, yeah, sure. So you set up that to where you tell people to go through my link or do whatever, so that you get credit if they decide to get their plastic surgery. Now here's the other part. Fly to Costa Rica, visit these dental clinics, visit the plastic surgery places, visit the regular surgery places. Like, I didn't have plastic surgery, duh. Are you kidding me? But I had surgery. But what if my surgeon, I doubt if he would, I had the top urologist in the world, one of the top in the world. But what if you got percentages or commissions off of a lot of things in Costa Rica? Now guess what? Your whole trip is tax deductible and it's part of your business. So how cool is that? Your business is traveling to exotic places. Now you could, just for the information side of it, you could fly to Thailand and Philippines and some other places where medical care is super cheap. But on the drawback, then the flip side, traveling to those countries, it's super expensive. You're super far away from the United States, and Costa Rica is just a short hip hop 6-7 hour flight, and it's inexpensive to get to. In fact, you can get round trip tickets out of like Los Angeles or Boston for like $500-600 round trip. And to stay in Costa Rica, you can actually rent a house or a place in the Central Valley or on the beach for approximately $700 less, give or take, money. You can get them as low as $400 a month, and you get them as high as thousands of dollars a month. So if you just look around, stay away from any gringo realtor. Realtors don't need licenses in Costa Rica, and obviously the gringos are taking advantage of knowing that the United States can pay more. So you'll pay more through a gringo realtor than you will by finding an actual local to talk to and get around with. So nursing is huge. Now I want to step back because I did have some questions about, I don't cover a lot. Well, yes, I'm a tease. I can't go, look, do you expect to go to college and within 15-20 minutes learn everything you need to know about a specific topic? No, you keep going back and back and back and back. So here's what I want you to know. I'm giving you a tease on some ideas. If you want more ideas, I'm going to expand on that in my trainings, and I will have a complete page set up, or a portion of a website dedicated to just nurses and the ideas of what you can do. So it won't be generic, but I don't have time to go into all that in a short video. But you obviously, why should I continue to give tons of information? I don't want to work all day, duh. Join my team. Sign up for the cashback program, because once I know you're into that, you're a VIP, or you get the business associate position, then I know you're part of the team, you're serious, then I will help you so that you can earn big bucks. Now again, a disclaimer here, results are not typical. I'm suggesting ideas to you that should work and will work, and I've seen it work, and I know it'll work, but I don't know if you will work it. Now, the point here, I can't guarantee it will, but it's almost positive you can guarantee that it can, because it's such a simple thing. It's like if you put your glass underneath a faucet and turn on the water, and the water comes out, it's going to fill your cup. Now, disclaimer, I can't guarantee that the cup will fill up, because I don't know if the water will run out. I don't know if you paid your water bill, okay? Or I don't know if the pipe will break, or I don't know if the water is dirty and you won't drink it. So there's all kinds of reasons why there's a disclaimer. So there's no guarantees on anything, okay? But Sign up for the cashback program. $99 to become VIP, and you get $20 referral fees. That's the first thing you can put on your blog. I can't help you unless you start getting something or show me a business so I can show you how to monetize it. Then if you want to learn a whole lot more about marketing and blogging and learning from those who are earning, catch that phrase, learning from those who are earning. Check out the blogging training over here. There it says the passion. See the video. Look, you can get started for $7. It's blogging made simple. You can do a blog like this, and it's super simple. It's step by step, and it's only $7 to get started. And after that, it's like $25 a month. And then if you actually want to make some money promoting it, it's another $20 a month. So, bottom line, take some action, and I will take action to help you more. So today was about nursing and about Mondays and some other fun stuff. And then check out my video about what my Monday mornings are like for all you people that are suffering where the weather's terrible. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow for the Millionaire Blogging System Part 10. Don't miss it. Coming to you on a mobile device or computer in your home or wherever you're at. Bye.